Do you remember the feeling the first time you looked up at the night sky and saw the full moon glowing brightly, floating high above? We call her Sister Moon, a symbol of poetry and legend. But for scientists, space explorers, and especially for NASA and SpaceX, the moon is not just a symbol. It is the next destination, a stepping stone to realizing even bigger, farther, and greater dreams, sending humans beyond the solar system, living in space, and expanding life beyond Earth. Today, building a permanent base on the moon is no longer a science fiction story. It's a real plan, with a clear timeline, massive resources, and technologies that are gradually coming together. But the big question is, why invest billions of dollars to live in such a harsh place like the moon? And why are both NASA and SpaceX, the two biggest icons of modern space exploration, putting all their efforts into this goal? Let's explore the deeper, strategic reasons behind this seemingly impossible ambition. 1. The moon is the ideal launchpad for conquering Mars. In the vast universe, Mars is one of the planets with conditions most similar to Earth, and it's also the next major destination in humanity's journey to expand life beyond our home planet. However, sending humans directly from Earth to Mars poses enormous challenges in terms of technology, cost, and time. This is where the moon becomes a strategic stop. Being much closer, only about 384,000 kilometers away compared to over 200 million kilometers to Mars, the moon could serve as the perfect transit hub, a place to refuel, test systems, resupply, and provide technical support for long-duration deep space missions. Moreover, the moon's gravity is only 1/6 that of Earth's, which means launching spacecraft from the moon requires far less fuel, significantly cutting down transportation costs. Building a base on the moon also means establishing the first-ever spaceport beyond Earth, a strategic move to support a series of missions to more distant planets within our solar system. 2. Space resource mining, a trillion-dollar economic dream. Beyond being a stepping stone to Mars, the moon is also a hidden treasure trove containing valuable resources that are becoming increasingly scarce on Earth. One of the most sought-after resources is water ice, especially in the moon's polar regions. If properly extracted and processed, this ice could be converted into drinking water, oxygen, and hydrogen, essential for sustaining life and as fuel for rockets. Even more remarkable is helium-3, a rare isotope of helium that has the potential to become a clean fuel source for future nuclear fusion energy. On Earth, helium-3 is extremely rare, but the moon is estimated to contain millions of tons of it. If fusion technology advances far enough, helium-3 could be the key to providing clean energy for the entire planet. In addition, the moon's surface contains a wealth of minerals such as titanium, aluminum, and rare earth elements, all critically important for modern industries. Mining resources from the moon is no longer a crazy idea. It's a promising economic direction that could give rise to a space industry worth trillions of dollars in the coming decades. 3. Deeper and longer-term scientific research beyond Earth. Building a base on the moon isn't just about travel or resource extraction. It's also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to conduct scientific research in an extraterrestrial environment, something that space stations like the ISS, International Space Station, can't fully provide. The moon offers ideal conditions for astronomical observatories: no atmosphere, no light pollution, and no human-made radio interference. This allows scientists to observe deeper into the universe and study the origins of galaxies, black holes, and gravitational waves with unprecedented clarity. Additionally, Long-term human presence on the moon enables research into the physiological, psychological, and medical effects of living outside Earth, crucial knowledge for future Mars missions. From biology, physics, and geology to artificial intelligence and autonomous engineering, the moon is a massive laboratory, a place where science can grow without the limitations of Earth's environment. 4. Testing human survival in an extraterrestrial environment. Living on the moon is an extreme challenge. Near zero atmosphere, temperature swings of hundreds of degrees Celsius between day and night, intense cosmic radiation, and highly abrasive lunar dust. But these harsh conditions make the moon the perfect testing ground for human survival and space technology. Establishing a lunar base will allow the first trials of closed-loop life support systems, such as water recycling, growing plants in sealed environments, and producing oxygen from ice and rock. It will also serve as a place to test construction materials made from local resources, like lunar bricks, to reduce dependence on supplies from Earth. The technologies, survival experiences, and environmental management skills developed on the moon will be essential blueprints for future bases on Mars, or even farther into the cosmos. 5. A new space race, and America's leadership position. Last but not least, space has been, is, and will continue to be a critical geopolitical strategy in the 21st century. As China, India, and many other nations make significant strides in space exploration, establishing a long-term presence on the moon is a powerful statement of the United States' leadership in this new era of technology. NASA's Artemis program, along with SpaceX's massive Starship rockets, is gradually turning these ambitions into reality. What's especially notable this time is that the race is no longer led by government alone. It's a public-private collaboration involving NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, and many other advanced tech companies. This shows that the return to the moon isn't just about showcasing power, but about launching a new era of sustainable life and development beyond Earth. The moon, gateway to humanity's future. If the first Apollo 11 landing on the moon was a small step for man, but a giant leap for mankind, then this time, building a base on the moon is the next step on that journey. No longer just a symbol, the moon has become a tangible goal, a testing ground, a launch pad, and potentially the first place beyond Earth where humans can settle in the near future. NASA and SpaceX are going all in because they understand space is the future. And if humanity is to break free from the limits of Earth, if we are to survive and thrive in the long run, we must learn how to live in space, starting with the moon. Do you think that one day, our children and grandchildren will live, study, and work on the moon? Do you believe that it's our generation who is opening that door? If you found this article helpful and inspiring, don't hesitate to share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube, and leave your thoughts below. Would you be ready to live on the moon? Let's continue writing the story of space exploration together, a story that's no longer science fiction, but is steadily becoming reality.